everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, May 6th through Sunday, May 12th, 2019. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the messages from the Fairies deck. So just a reminder that we are now into a new month, the month of May, so be sure to go onto my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma and watch the monthly angel card reading for the month to get a complete overview, numerological energy vibration, the astrology highlights, as well as whatever the message from our angels and guides is. So let's start out by taking a look at your stones of choice for the week. So these are all special intention stone and crystal pendants that I've wire wrapped. I actually did a conscious living fair over the last weekend. So I have some of these wonderful, beautiful pendants left over. And this first special intention pendant is malachite. And of course, malachite is this beautiful green color relating to the heart chakra. So it's wonderful for emotional healing or healing of relationships. It's also a great stone for abundance and prosperity and the increasing of financial resources. This is a stone that, as I said, can assist on healing, especially with the emotional body. Okay, your second stone of choice is a beautiful citrine special intention pendant. And the citrine is a stone of empowerment. It relates to the solar plexus chakra because of that beautiful golden yellow color. So this is about us exuding our confidence, exuding our courage, really being in our own authority. It is also a stone, just like the malachite, that it's a stone of prosperity and abundance as well. Oftentimes, if you carry it with you, put it in your wallet or your purse, put it in a cash box if you work in some sort of retail environment. This is something that can increase the flow of blessings and prosperity and abundance as well. The last stone of choice is a beautiful lapis special intention crystal. And the lapis, of course, has that beautiful dark blue, that likening itself to the indigo blue color of the third eye chakra. It also relates to the ear chakras. So this is about our clairvoyance. This is about our clairaudience. So it's the increase of those psychic perceptions and abilities. It's also a stone of mystery. And it's got the color of water. So there is a connection to that fluid, emotional, mystical, magical kind of realm. This was a stone that the ancient Egyptians really revered and used quite often over their third eye chakra. So again, your stones of choice for this week are the malachite, the citrine, or the lapis, or lapis lazuli. And let's start out by talking about, the astrology of the week. So we have quite a bit going on astrologically this week. On Monday the 6th, we have Mercury, which is known as the messenger planet. It's the planet that rules our thoughts, our ideas, our communications, and he's moving out of the sign of Aries, that sign of initiation and new beginnings, and now he's taking that next step forward as he moves into Earth sign Taurus. Now, Earth sign Taurus is more practical, more grounded, more focused than the sign of Aries, Aries being a fire sign. So this is going to slow down, if you will, our abilities to kind of communicate with others. In other words, we're more thoughtful when we communicate with others. We think before we speak, whereas Mercury, while it was in Aries, a lot of times it could just blurt things out and not think before they speak. Which isn't all bad. Mercury in Aries had definitely its place of being inspiring and just kind of, this kind of brainstorming kind of energy. Now with Mercury in Taurus, we're thinking through our thoughts. We're coming up with logical ideas or practical ideas, and we're communicating in a much more focused or methodical manner. what it is that we wish to see in our lives to be created. Now, Mercury, the messenger, of course, the messenger planet, there could be a lot of talk or a lot of communications regarding financial resources, because Taurus does rule money and finances. And it's going to be in there for a few weeks. Now, it does move out of Taurus and into Gemini later in this very month of May. So it's not going to be in there too long, but definitely until the third week of May, we have Mercury in Taurus, where we're planning things. This is kind of the planning kind of energy. On Tuesday, the 7th of May, we have Venus, which is the planet that rules love and relationships, as well as money and finances. And she on Tuesday is going to be challenging Saturn. Saturn sometimes can have a limiting, restrictive, or a delayed kind of effect, which is why we often use the word patience when we're talking about Saturn. Saturn can also be where we are insecure. Saturn is the planet of responsibility, and it is the planet that rules form and structure and manifestation. However, this is a challenging aspect. So I feel like, with Venus, the divine feminine energy, again, ruling our sense of self-worth as well, we might feel a little insecure on or around Tuesday. We're feeling insecure about who we are, or about our gifts, or about where we're going in life, or what we're planning, or taking the next step. So, really kind of just tune into that divine feminine power of Venus, and know that through that Saturn patience comes an ability to restructure, whether it's restructuring our thought processes and belief systems, or restructuring a project that we're working on, or restructuring a relationship. This is something that through patience and through learning what Saturn is trying to teach you, we can, maneuver and get through. On Wednesday the 8th, Mercury is connecting with Uranus. Now, Uranus, of course, is in Taurus right now. And Uranus is that kind of lightning bolt, quick, sudden, unexpected, strange, unusual. It's that expect the unexpected energy of Uranus. But it's in Taurus. And Taurus is that, again, earthly, grounded, practical sign of the zodiac. And here we have Mercury newly in Taurus and connecting with Uranus. Now, even though it's a more grounded sign, this can still, whenever we have Mercury connecting with Uranus in this way, it can bring about people just kind of, again, speaking before they're thinking. Now, they're going to be a little bit more thoughtful because it's Taurus, but things might still just be spoken quickly or unexpectedly. So you might have unexpected communications. This could actually be even unexpected messages that come in, or an unexpected visitor, or again, unexpected communication with somebody that you haven't heard from for a while. So it doesn't necessarily need to be challenging. This can be great for networking, especially when it comes to money projects or financial projects, because it's that Taurus energy. So just be aware that this can be a quick thinking or a quicker thinking kind of energy. And again, this would be a great time to connect with others that are kind of working towards a focused, goal, okay? On Thursday the 9th, there's a lot going on, and a lot of it has to do with Venus again. So here we have again Venus, still in the sign of Aries, for a little bit longer, which makes her much more independent and self-assured. And she starts out Thursday actually making a really great aspect to Jupiter. Now, Venus is known as a planet of blessings. Jupiter is known as the great benefic, so the great planet of blessings. And they're in a positive aspect with one another. Venus is in fire sign Aries, Jupiter is in fire sign Sagittarius. This can be something really wonderful that takes place or comes in. It could be financial blessings, but blessings, cover a lot of ground here. So just be open to whatever gifts or blessings the universe wants to bring to you. And it could be a great time to connect with other women too in a group setting, or share your ideas with people. This could be about tending a class or teaching a class or workshop, because Jupiter is that kind of higher learning kind of energy. Then later in the day though, on Thursday, Venus then makes a challenging aspect to Pluto. So it's an interesting kind of, up energy with Venus and Jupiter, and not that it's a totally down energy with Venus and Pluto, but she's challenging Pluto, which means her sense of power or her feelings of empowerment might be challenged in some way, shape, or form. She might have some power and control issues with other people. She might just need to take her power back in regards to her own self-esteem or self-worthiness, or a belief system that she holds about herself or her life, or it could be relationship related, with Venus ruling relationships and love. There could be some imbalance in the power structure of the relationship somehow, or because Venus also rules money and finances, there could be, again, some disempowering situation or circumstance on the money side of things. Now, Thursday also, I just wanted to mention the moon is in Cancer and making a lot of aspects to a lot of planets. And so when we have the moon making a lot of aspects to a lot of planets, it means there's a busy day happening. The moon is in her home sign of Cancer, which is a very emotional, intuitive, nurturing, loving, caring kind of placement. She connects with Neptune in a positive way. She connects with the sun in a positive way. But then she opposes Saturn, Pluto, and challenges Venus at the end of the day. So there's some definite ups and downs here with some of the astrological energies on Thursday. On Saturday the 11th, we have the sun in Taurus making a positive connection to Saturn in Capricorn. Now, Saturn just went retrograde last week, so he's still in a slow-moving retrograde kind of position. He hasn't quite speeded up to his normal speed of movement. And when I saw that we had the sun in a positive connection to Saturn, and I was actually shuffling the cards to get our messages for the week, I heard that could be a time of progress. Because again, Taurus likes to take focused steps and work towards kind of a goal. And Saturn, of course, in Capricorn right now is definitely working towards its goals. And in a positive connection, I just feel like we're taking steps towards what it is that we want to manifest. Okay, so that can actually end the week on a very positive note. Of course, Sunday, happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there in the whole wide world, whether you're mothers to children, your grandchildren, other people's children, a project, an animal, your pets. So happy Mother's Day to all. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cards, the messages from our angels and guides. So the first card for the week is the Eight of Air. This is the Eight of Swords in the traditional tarot. And the Eight of Air says at the bottom here, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence and afraid to take action. So that feels like to me, that Venus squaring Saturn, maybe even the Venus squaring Pluto on Thursday as well. But like I said, Venus square Saturn can feel very insecure about themselves, and Saturn has that limiting, restrictive effect. And so, the divine feminine power of Venus is being held back, or, you're allowing yourself to feel held back. Now, again, change your perception and know that you are worthy and deserving, and that you are, a beautiful human being, a soul that is here with great gifts, talents, and abilities. And because this says it's an illusion, right? The number 8 of Swords or 8 of Air here is that it's an illusion, because we have this group of unicorns back here. And, there's one unicorn here out in front that's breaking free from the pack. So whatever was going on back here in the group, whatever was happening with the other group of unicorns, this unicorn is having confidence. It's finding its courage. And it's breaking free from that group energy, whatever that group energy is. Of course, this is the mental realm, so it's about our thoughts and our belief systems. So these negative thoughts and these negative belief systems, this unicorn is breaking free of, and it's moving forward. It's galloping away. So this is about finding your sense of confidence again and taking some sort of action to empower yourself. The number 8 here is about empowerment. So break free from whatever is limiting or restricting you, whether it be a situation, circumstance, relationship, or your own thoughts and belief systems. Break free and move forward with confidence. Take some sort of action. Okay, let's take a look at the next card here as we move along the week. We have another air card, so another swords card. This is the Page of Air, or the Page of Swords, and it says at the top, logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. And I said impulsive that way because remember, we have Mercury connecting with Uranus. And this is where people can be a little bit impulsive with their communications, speaking maybe without thinking. And the page is the first of the court cards, which is a more of an immature energy before we get to the knight, the queen, and the king. So the page is kind of like a child. And children just kind of blurt out and say whatever they think, right? Whether it's nice or sometimes not so nice, they just kind of blurt things out. And that's what the page of air, that's what the energy of the page of air is kind of about. Now it says at the bottom, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, and the truth delivered without tact. So Mercury connecting to Uranus can definitely be truth delivered without tact. Again, it's very impulsive kind of communication with other people. It can also bring a change to plans, and more than delay, I think the Venus squaring Venus squaring Saturn on Tuesday could maybe be some sort of delay with maybe a financial situation or something of that nature. But the Mercury connecting to Uranus on Wednesday, to me, could be changing plans. Something, more information is coming in, or there's a change in direction that your mind is going in, a new idea. So, definitely be open to changes with what's happening, as well as, again, interesting communications and conversations. Again, doesn't necessarily mean that it's negative. This could be something very wonderful, very inspiring, very surprising that comes in a good way to give you more information that's needed to make a certain decision or to move forward, especially when it comes to, again, maybe finances, because those two planets, Uranus and Mercury, are in Taurus right now. Let's look at the last card for the week. Okay, we do have a major arcana. Major arcana number 7, the Chariot with Archangel Metatron. Really love Archangel Metatron's energy. He's the scribe. He was one of the 2 archangels that lived an earthly life. He was a scribe in his earthly life, and then he was given an archangel status, and then he now is the ruler of the Akashic records. So this could be you kind of tuning into, calling in Archangel Metatron to connect to your own Akashic records in a positive way to give you the information that you need as far as any gifts, talents, and abilities that you're needing to exude as you move forward, or to help you with a certain decision. And I say move forward because here we have a horse-drawn chariot. Archangel Metatron is in the chariot and is moving forward with a white horse and a black horse. And often those 2 colored horses in the chariot represent our mind, our belief systems. The positive belief systems is the white horse, and maybe the negative or not so great belief systems is the black horse. And often those play a tug of war in our own head, in our own mind, and pull us in 2 different directions. So if we can just get those 2 horses in a balanced state, focused on the goal ahead of them, so that one's not pulling to the left and one's not pulling to the right, but both of them focus straight ahead. If we can get that to happen within our own mind, kind of recognize the shadow or the negative thoughts and beliefs that we might have, see them for what they are or what we need to heal, and then focus ourselves in the positive direction with our positive thoughts and belief systems, then we're going to move forward. Now the message at the bottom says, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, and public recognition. So that sounds really good. We're moving towards something positive here. We're moving towards achievements, recognition, appreciation. We're moving towards that which it is that we desire. And this can be like Venus trining Jupiter. The planets of blessings that are connecting to one another in a positive way can bring some sort of promotion or recognition or appreciation from other people, or a gift or a blessing, whether it be financially or otherwise. So, this is to me a wonderful way to end this, message, or this weekly message through the cards. The number 7 also has this kind of inner quality where we need to connect with our higher soul self, connect with our inner faith and trust in the universe and in ourselves as we're moving forward, and to contemplate carefully. The number 7 is a number of analyzing, but it's also a number of intuition and contemplating very carefully what the next step is. So it's interesting that it follows the impulsive page of air here. So, our thoughts might be impulsive in one way, but this is saying take a moment, connect with your higher soul self, and contemplate carefully what the next decision is, what the next step is, or how you want to move forward with something in this week. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So we're going to give the fairy deck a little bit of a shuffle here. I'm tuning in. This one's calling my attention for the Malachite people. Malachite people, marriage. Now, isn't it interesting that this says marriage? There could be something that is occurring with a relationship where it's taking the next step towards commitment of some sort. This could also be a commitment within a business partnership, though, as well. This could also be a commitment that you're making with your own angels and guides or with your higher soul self. It's kind of a marriage of your sense of self with the universe. So know that marriage can just mean a partnership of some sort that's coming together, okay? So again, partnership with a romantic person, a business person, could be, again, a partnership with a friend or family member. There's something about a one-on-one relationship here that's becoming more serious or more committed or more confirmed or more grounded here as we move forward. Again, along with the relationship with your own spiritual selves, your higher soul self. The message here at the bottom says, the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. So there's something wonderful happening, and I really go back to that Thursday the 9th Venus in a positive connection to Jupiter. So know that even though there's some other energies going on this week, there's a wonderful situation developing or unfolding that can bring some sort of celebration. Of course, we have two fairies here holding hands. They're surrounded by other fairies. And it's just a beautiful card of blessings coming in and celebration that's happening. So know that, there is some sort of positive, wonderful, blessed event or energy or situation that kind of comes in for you this week. All right. And for those of you, and they're saying also that for those of you that aren't in a partnership, that are looking for a romantic soulmate, they're saying to know that that is coming for you. Now, it might not come this week, but they're saying know that that is something that's coming for those of you that chose the Malachite, that are looking for a romantic, committed, loving, equal soulmate partnership. Okay, for those of you that chose the citrine, so let's give this a little bit of a shuffle. The one that's kind of touching my bottom here is calling my attention. So citrine people, birthday, and it says at the bottom, a significant birthday holds the answer to your question. So this can mean that, if you had a question or there's been something on your mind, something that you're working towards, that on or around your birthday, whenever that might be, so that might be yet this year, or maybe you've already had your birthday, maybe something significant transpired or transitioned around your past birthday if you already have it, or we're needing to move forward into 2020 for your next birthday. This to me is also, though, more about just a potential birthday. This can also be, while they're saying this can be somebody else's birthday as well, that there's somebody else's birthday that's coming up where there's something significant that's going to transpire or unfold. But also they're calling it kind of like an initiation birthday of the soul. So, aside from the day you were born, that there's almost like a rebirth happening. Okay, that's kind of the message of this, that there's some sort of rebirth happening. So again, so for some of you, it does have to do with some sort of physical birthday where there's something going to be redirected or transitioning, or you're going to go through a transformation, or your life is going to transform on or around your birthday. Maybe this has to do with the new birthday year that you're moving into and the energy dynamic of that. But for some of you, again, this is about rebirthing yourself, and that you're in the process of transforming yourself and rebirthing yourself or recreating yourself in your life. And this is a significant part of the next step on your path so that you can move forward. It's almost like, again, it's like a celebration. Here we have a little fairy. She's got a gift here next to her. She's celebrating her birthday. So you're celebrating your rebirth on some level here with this card. All right. And for those of you that chose the lapis, so we're going to give this a little shuffle and asking for the card for lapis to come out. And I keep on looking at this card, so let's pull that card. This one says walk away. And it says leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. So again, this can simply be about walking away from a belief system or thoughts or ideas about yourself and your life that no longer are appropriate. Or this could be that you need to walk away from a situation. Maybe it's a career or job situation. Maybe it's a family situation where you're being pulled into, I'm getting the sense that some of you are in the middle of something, the middle of some sort of family squabble or situation. And then maybe you just need to, rather than take sides or get involved in the drama, walk away from it. This could also be about, of course, any kind of relationship matter, romantic, business, or otherwise, where it's time to release yourself from the situation, that you've done all you can, you've learned what your soul was here to learn, and it's time to really move away from that so that you can move towards something new, something more positive, something that's more in alignment with who you are and your truth. I'm seeing if there's anything else that stands out here. Again, that the situation is not good for you. There's something very stressful or disempowering or restrictive about whatever the situation is. Again, whether it's within yourself and you're needing to just empower yourself and move forward, or whether this is, again, about some sort of circumstance that you're involved in to where it's disempowering, it's not serving your best and highest interest anymore. Okay, so as you walk away, you'll move into more of a positive, confident, healthy, balanced, and empowered state. So I hope all of you have liked this weekly angel card reading. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, sharing my videos, positively commenting on my videos. For those of you that visit my Facebook pages and my website, I thank you all. I send you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings.